Day of the Dead, Mexico. Two of the foremost celebrations in Mexico are held in November. According to Catholic calendar, first day is devoted to an All Saints' Day and day 2 is the All Souls' Day. Throughout these 2 days, rituals are performed to worship the ancestors. In keeping with popular belief, the gates of heaven open at midnight on the 31st of October. The 1st of November is then dedicated to the little dead ones. That's to say, to those who died as children, as they are the first to fly down from heaven. The adults come later on the second day. All throughout the year, the plans are made for this day, and believing that the dead would be insulted by sadness and grief, beautifully decorated altars are built, graveyards are filled with candles, decorated with flowers, confetti, sugar skulls, and the smell of copal incense fills the air. All in all, Day of the Dead is a lively celebration. When the dead reach their relatives on Earth, toys are offered to the dead children, while cigarettes and naturally bottles or shots of mezcal and tequila are put forth to the adult deceased. The dead's favourite food and drink are offered as they come back to live again with their still living relatives, to drink their favourite beverages and to eat their favourite food, such as the exceedingly commonplace pan de muerto, also known as dead bread in the States, pumpkin blemish or whatever culinary dish that the deceased enjoyed. The celebration of the Day of the Dead, as it's popularly known by, is commemorated all over Mexico, involving both the indigenous communities and mestizo groups. Whether urban or rural, many spend up to 2 months' wages to honour the dead. The celebration of All Saints and All Souls has been combined with the commemoration of the Day of the Dead that the Native Americans have been celebrating since pre-Hispanic times. Among the ancient Nuer people, after death, the soul travelled to another place to carry on living in the afterlife, transcending life to be deified in the space inhabited by the gods. Ancient Mexicans, Aztecs, Mixtecs, Zapotecs, Tlaxcaltecas, Totonacs, and other tribes of the country shifted the veneration of the dead to the Christian calendar. Prior to arrival of Spaniards, it was celebrated in August, and it coincided with the end of the agricultural cycle of corn, pumpkin, peas and beans. The All Souls in the Western tradition was, and is still today, an act of mourning and prayer for the dead to rest in peace. With the indigenous tradition, it's almost become a party, with the carnival atmosphere, a day when the living and the dead live together once more. In Mexico, throughout these days, people dress in many different, often vibrant colours to worship the dead. Yellows of the marigold flower, whites from the wallflower, red from the lion's paw, not just the typical black or English funerals. It's a reflection of the syncretism of the two cultures, indigenous Aztecan rituals married together with Catholicism, recognising death as a natural part of human experience, a continuum of birth, childhood and adulthood, a natural cycle, a life and death.